Hey, this boat doctor. Hey, this boat actually handles the water very nice. So they basically got the same hull as the Seahawk, these cohos. It's 21 footer, 2025 with the F-150 and plenty of power. I have not opened it up yet though, because I got an hour on. Right now I got an hour on that 150 at 1,000 to 2,000 RPMs, varying it. So then I got to get it up another hour at 42 to 5,200. Then you can drive it like you stole it. Kicker motor I'm working on right now. I'm varying the throttle, say from about 650 up to about 2,500 to 3,000. Then when I get done with that, on that one, on the kicker, run it one more hour, no trolling. But you can vary it full throttle from quarter, half, 3/4 full. Just kind of dink around with it for an hour that way. Then you can troll. This one here, you'll be able to troll the 150 because I'm coming out here, and by the time I get out here coming back, I'll have that extra hour in at 42 to 52. Here's your right here's your battery charger for your bow mount. I did have that working. I'll show you that again. I set up all your GPS for you right here. Let me turn this volume down. There you go. Okay, so I set this up. This is your fishing chart with your shaded relief. This in your white, you're safe. Greens, just say, hey, beware. Yellow, you're getting pretty damn shallow. It's got your contours, your currents running in through here, and your pools. Got your line here. You can point here and it tells you the depth line. Same thing with your clear view at 455. If you run deeper, go to about 1,000. And then on this one here, you can go off a high chirp if you wanted to do 83 kilohertz. So you go back here, charts. I set all your charts up. You got GPS, speed, depth, RPM off your main motor, your latitude and longitude. This is your main chart with spot depth. Then your currents are up here, or tides are up here. I can hit this and it brings it right up. Go back and it brings it back up on top there. Now I'm going to give it a little bit more throttle on the kicker now. And then you can go home, you can go to fishing chart. That's the one I use to see where the fish are going to be at. And then I go to this one over here. You can go to your sonars, traditional. Here's your magnifier, 18 feet, a lot of bait in here. Yeah, a lot of bait. Oh, you got some fish in here. Right there's a good one. Yeah, there's fish in here, coho actually. And then go home. Okay, so then go back to sonar. If I turn the key on, you're going to have fuel flow, total fuel miles per gallon, how many gallons are in the boat, your trim, your RPM, your latitude and longitude. And then clear view here. Yep, I got all that set up there for you. And then if you wanted your, you added overlays, and you can go to top bar if you wanted to, and you can put in a compass date, tides if you wanted to, back, and there's your tides up there. And then you got your clear view, left and right. It looks like the fish are over to the right. And that's nothing right there. Nothing. And then go to combos. I did a split on your nav. So there's your fishing chart, your main nav chart. And that way you can do this and still know where you're at. But you can move this to set up a waypoint. And then I can go like this and it'll bring up that one big map for you. And then I can tap here and it says go to route to. Go to. And then it'll draw that. If you want to stop it, just hit that and it stops it. Then you just do that again, back. Then you hit back and it'll go back to the chart you had. And then you go back into here. And here's some combos I put up for you. So that's your fuel flow, RPMs, trim. You got your current, you got your tides, you got your GPS, force over ground, latitude, longitude, depth, and your GPS. Then you go up into your vessels. go to vessel here. And then the same thing, if I go ahead and I can fire this up, but just don't put it in gear. There's your RPMs, your speed, miles per gallon, gallons per hour, or you can go back into those numbers. And then you go back home again, you can go to engines, and then I set all this up, flow, miles per gallon, gallons per hour, RPM, temperature, GPS, the volts, fuel, how much fuel you got left percentage-wise. And then you got your oil pressure, and then you got your trim. You can go home, you can go back to combos, and I can run that one. There you go. So now I can shut that one off. The HF is working, hit clear and it stops it. Hit this button, it goes into your weather, hit it again. Hit that, and then it scans for you. Auxiliary, one's for the VHF, one's for the GPS. Anchor wipes work, anchor bow lights work, wiper disc work, fuel pump, horn works. These are accessories. Fuel gauge works. And I think, yeah, I went through the boat and back to your batteries and your shut-off switch. So now that I'm cruising over here, now I'm going to bring the throttle down a little bit more. And let's see how much time I got on your little motor. About another 20 minutes, and then you got to remember, you got to give it 1 more hour, but you can vary the throttle, like quarter, half, 3/4 full. For the next hour after that, you control all day long or run it wide open all day long. Especially the main motor, it likes to be run. I put something on my YouTube page about that after they broke in. And then if you hear that, you just hit skip and it bypasses that station. So now what we're going to do, we're going to show you that bow mount. And the batteries were up underneath here with your relay. Go like that on the move, lock it up. So now what I'm going to do is just keep that kicker motor going a little bit. Then I'm going to zip this like this. Then I'm going to unsnap it. And then what I do is I go underneath the foam. I don't rip it by the foam, because you'll rip that foam if you do that. Just go right by here, right underneath the snap, and just kind of push up on it like that. And whoop, bring that like that, so I don't fall in. Then when I'm out here, I can steer it. Then I take this, release it, but then what I would do is pop this pin and bring this down, this ramp. Go like that, hit this. Get back in here again. Now what I do is I can let that idle. Go in here. Here's the cap for the plug up there. Now you know how to run this, but you go ahead and hit this check mark, then hit the circle, then you hit it 2 times and wait. Some people hit it twice and then it doesn't do it, so they hit it again. And I trimmed that motor down a little deeper, because before maybe you did it to troll down or something, but I got it down to there because it bites. Hit this, turns on your prop, plus and minus the speed. There we go, we're up to 8. That's your steer. Then you can navigate. And we're doing 1.9. Then I can kick it off of the navigation, hit the spot lock. There you go, your spot lock.
But House Speaker Mike Johnson is feeling pretty confident.
There you go. Yeah, this is a sweet setup. Actually, this boat, I'm almost going to say it's almost, the ride in the rougher water is almost a little bit better than the Seahawk. I think it's a weight issue maybe. Because that tug went by and those swells are pretty good. I didn't even get a drop of water on the window. So there you go, we're at 0.3. I was at 0.3 miles an hour. So I want to go ahead and stop that. I go like that, then turn the motor off. Then what I want to do here is I want to go ahead. So again, I had this one here in like to just neutral, just because I want to keep working on the time on the motor for you. So that one was in neutral. I didn't shut it off. but you should. If you don't want to go beyond about 2 miles an hour with that kicker if you're trying to deploy that. So then to stow it, see how the motor's going? So I want to hit that. Then I want to hit this one time. I hit 2 to go down. I want to hit 1 time up.
What do you have to say to that?
Then I'm going to let that go up. See, now I can put this in gear, but not a lot until that thing gets out of the water. Now I can give it gas to keep it in the current. So now that's down, so then I can hit this button until it says shutting down. Shutting down is off. You put this baby back into here. Then you can go up here. Power off. Like that. Then go ahead. Bring that there. Bring that back up. Lock it. Like that. Now I'm here. I'm going to steer it into the deeper water. That's what's kind of nice to have that kicker running. And then how much time do I got? Whoa! Oh, it was upside down. How many minutes? I better go to video too.